right, guys. I love me some Milwaukee products. I've had these for about 3 to 4 months. I started using them in the beginning of the year. I do mostly residential electrical work besides the firearm stuff. And I got to tell you, I love these gloves. They're great for the kind of work that I do. They're great for doing household related stuff. And I have those little tiny Trump hands, and I don't want to get my hands all dinged up or all banged up. Kind of, antsy about that sort of thing. And there's a lot of options out there. I'm not sure if this is the best one, but it certainly suits my needs. I absolutely love it. Let's talk about the fitment of this. I feel like these fit me great. This one is a size small, and that should be 7 inches. All right, so let's go ahead and put these on, show you the fitment of it. And comfort level, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most comfort, I'd probably give this about 7.5 to an 8. It is relatively comfortable. I could probably wear these all day and honestly not even complain once. Let's talk about another form of comfort, and it's just like general comfort in regards to the atmosphere around me, meaning like or the environment around me. Like for example, I started using this when it was still winter. It was still very cold out, and I don't believe these provided enough resistance or protection from the elements, which is kind of disappointing given that these are kind of expensive. These are around $34 to $35 at the time that I purchased them at Home Depot. So just take that for what it's worth. For example, let me just put it this way. I had these outside, and I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Sometimes I don't need the gloves on because I needed the precision of my fingers. But when it came time to put the gloves back on and do some sort of work that necessitated the use of these, if the gloves were cold, my hands were cold. Let's just put it that way. So that's not too cool, but I think I got used to it, or it wasn't just too bad. And by the way, these have been used quite a bit, and I just did a pretty light cleaning on them. It's still a little scuffed up. The great thing about these is that they're made out of real goatskin leather, and I have leather seats in my car. I got a Jaguar XF, and I have all this really fancy leather cleaning equipment from Chemical Guys, and I can basically use that on this. I don't think I need to do anything like that anytime soon, especially since these are working man's gloves, right? These are manly man gloves. I mean, who am I trying to oppress at a job site? However, I think it is important to keep things looking really nice and brand new, kind of like this side here. This doesn't really get exposed to too much of the elements or the harsh environment of that one would encounter doing trade work or electrical work, and it's just important to keep your stuff looking good. You want to look good for the client. So anyways, so yeah, the comfort, just general feel of it is great, but when it comes to being comfortable when you're actually working, especially outdoors, I don't know if these will protect or provide adequate protection during those colder seasons. So let's talk about what we got going on up here, because this is probably the most fascinating part and the most one of the primary reasons why somebody would want to pick this up is because of the impact resistance. So if you're doing mechanical work, you're doing outdoor work, mechanical work meaning like automated work, or even just like someone like me who does like residential electrical stuff. These are going to do a really great job protecting you, especially if you got to go into like the tight spaces and you're on your hands and knees and whatnot. Like I had some HVAC guys come out here, and they're putting to basically rebuilding my furnace, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Like their hands are getting banged up and dinged up. These gloves would certainly suit them quite well. So let's just go ahead and test the impact. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, who's a bad boy? Yeah. Ugh. All right, let's take it up a notch. Ow. Ugh. Try not to hit my camera. Okay. All right, that's enough. Oh, my hands are gonna be sore. Let's take a look. All right. Feel okay. I feel okay. So I like these gloves. I like these gloves a lot. All right. So they look really cool. They're very comfortable. The one thing I don't like is they might not provide that weather resistance that one would come to love. As I'm making this video, it's not super hot yet out here in the valley, but it will get there. And I have a feeling that I might get a little sweaty. I don't know how it's gonna be, but during the winter, I didn't think they kept me as warm as I would like them to. But another thing is, um, I probably didn't work outside as much as I remember. I was out there very briefly, just changing some stuff out in the electrical panel. It only took like a few minutes, so these were probably in my car or something at the time. I don't remember, but I just don't remember them really protecting me against the elements. So let's go over to the computer really quick, and let's talk about some of the features that are afforded to us that I did not mention. So key features, according to the Milwaukee website: impact rated enhanced TPR, soft top grain goatskin leather, gun cut for added comfort, EN388 abrasion 2, range 1 to 4, EN388 tear 2, range 1 to 4, EN388 TDM test cut C, range A through F. Oh goodness, tongue twister there. Reinforced palm last longer. I think we have some grammatical errors here. Keystone thumb for mobility. Webbing pull loop for easy wear. EN388 cut 3, range 1 to 5. EN388 puncture 2, range 1 to 4. And SI cut A3. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds really fancy. Sounds like I'm getting my money's worth because these cost about, I don't know, 34, 35 bucks. Let's see the reviews. On Home Depot, the reviews are really good. I guess one person bothered to come onto the Milwaukee website and talk some crap. I would not recommend to anyone. Gloves felt great at first. These gloves only lasted less than a month, and all I do is residential electrical work. Very disappointed. Hello, while we are glad to hear that you are a fan of Milwaukee Tool, we would like to address your frustrations with the Impact Cut Level 3 goatskin leather gloves. We will follow up via email. Thank you. Will with Milwaukee Tool. Okay, well, Will's on the case. He's trying to take care of this guy, whoever he is. Justin Cordova, skill level professional. I would like to know what kind of work he is specifically referencing, because again, I've had these for 3 to 4 months. I've installed light fixtures, changed out outlets, did some stuff on electrical panels. Just around the house, I was doing some stuff with my pool. Changed out a pool pump. Goodness, man. I've done all kinds of stuff. And the gloves still look really, really good. I mean, kind of scuffed up at the fingertips, but they look excellent, man. It's like I just picked these up. Another thing, this is kind of not really related to Milwaukee gloves, but you can pick these up at Home Depot if you want to get them locally. They're definitely going to have medium. They're definitely going to have large. They may or may not have extra large, but they're not going to have a size small. Nowhere in the valley is there a size small. For whatever reason, guys like me, we get left out to dry. That's kind of lame, but this is I like these gloves, man. I got a lot of stuff from mechanics. That stuff's pretty good. I think I have some like generic, random, Walmart brand type stuff laying around, and it's okay. But I wanted to spend a little bit more, because I've been a little bit more active when it comes to work and keeping busy. And it's like you buy once, cry once. I absolutely love these. And maybe I want to hear from you guys when it comes to resistance from the weather, because because the weather out here, it's either going to be really, really cold or really, really hot. Because during the winter, like when it's cold, it's cold. And I just don't remember being that comfortable. I don't know why I didn't notate this, but yeah. So maybe other people have better luck with it. Maybe there's going to be an update on this specific product. Yeah, so this is a size small, so this is 7 inches. Let's see the texture, the stitching here. This looks really good, man. This looks really, really good. This material is relatively soft. Maybe not as soft as I would like, but for the tradesperson, for the automotive expert, etc., their hands are a little bit rougher than mine. I've seen them, and so they're probably not going to notice. I just notice these things because I'm ultra sensitive. All right, guys. So let's hold some stuff. Before we go, let's hold some things really quick. So holding this hammer, let's disassemble this really quick. Very cool. I have a box cutter right here. Very nice. I also have a firearm right here. There's no round in the chamber. Yeah, there's no round in the chamber. And if I wanted to use this, quote unquote, defensively, quote unquote, I absolutely can. Even though I know this looks pretty big, the glove's pretty big, still fits. My finger still fits through. See, very cool, very cool. Of course, I have this aimed in a safe direction, not around in the chamber. Let's go ahead and put that away. And yeah, guys, here I have this little tripod accessory. Let's go ahead and expand it, or yeah. I like these gloves, man. I really do. They get the Milwaukee stuff. These gloves, they get a glowing endorsement from myself. I generally always like Milwaukee tools. I guess you can call me a fanboy. I try not to be, man. I try not to be. I don't like putting other tool makers and other things down. I like Milwaukee just because I'm already like invested in that ecosystem, and red is like one of my favorite colors. And their customer service is excellent. They also have repair centers in my area, so that also factors into it. I know the other big tool makers have those as well, but they're just, and I'm also hard at seeing, so the color schemes like the red is just, it helps a lot, guys. It really does. I mean, I know the same can be said with like DeWalt or whatever, but it is what it is. It's just like I got their tools first, just plain and simple. This is how I am. But mad respect to whatever tools you got, and besides, it doesn't even matter what tools you got. It's all about the person behind the tools. You can have the biggest idiot with the most expensive tools from the most reputable brands like Snap-on or Matco or whatever, and they're just gonna make a mess of things. They're not gonna get anything done because they're idiots, as opposed to a talented person with like an Amazon Basics tool set. They'll get work done, man. They'll get work done. It's always fascinating to see a talented tradesperson, an automotive specialist or whatever, get to work with just about any tools at their disposal, even if it's not really like suited for their specific trade. So anyways, this video is going way longer than it should. All right, guys, if you got any questions, leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And by the way, I'm one of the only people that is doing this kind of content on Rumble, Minds.com, Bitchute.com, LBRY, Odysee. I am all over alt tech. I am populating alt tech, and just delivering this kind of content. All right, guys, peace out.